At Hamline University, our brand is we take the lead.
Yes.
And we talk about the kinds of things that we've been doing for many, many years. One example being our relationship with Hamline Elementary School, which is Hancock, that exists over
so beautiful and an example, and I want every college to have a partner like that. That is such a lead for our city. Like, that is amazing.
We're really proud of that relationship. And the food insecurity that our students have taken charge on and have done so many things in that regard. The question I have for you is that as we begin to think about the ways in which we as a community need to become more actively engaged in St. Paul, what would our taking the lead now look like to you? What could we do to put our stamp in a real positive way on this community?
Boy, that's so important, because I'll tell you, this is your city, right? And this is your community. And the only way for this to be the community you want it to be is for you to make it the community you want it to be, right? I can't make it the community that you want it to be. I'm gonna guess every time I get to make a decision. I'm gonna guess what's in your best interest and what you would want us to do. I'm gonna try my best, but it's gonna be an educated guess, right? If you come in and participate in these processes, it won't be a guess, it'll be what you need. And that's what representative governance, I think, is about. I'll tell you a couple very specific things. Voting is absolutely critical. You guys do that in record numbers. I love it, I appreciate it. I co-sign all the kudos that you get as a campus for that engagement, and you gotta continue that. You gotta keep talking to your classmates about that. The census that's coming up is so, I could not over-express how critical that census is, that we all be counted, that you tell your classmates, we've got to be counted in the census. It has impacts on how our state government is funded, how our city government is funded, and I tell you, for all of our communities who feel like, we're under-addressed, we're under recognized, we're underfunded, all of those things in community. The census is how we tell Washington, D.C., look, there's an African-American community here, there's a student community here, there's new Americans here, there's people who speak, other languages other than English at home here, and where we create we set the table of the things that we should be addressing as government in the first place. So that's really critical. That's something that we're focused on. Then from there, I would say this: we make decisions. And the stuff that comes in front of the city is so wide-ranging. There's no way for me or the city council to just be on top of every aspect of it at all times through the process. So we have this ecosystem of task forces and committees and commissions that I appoint people to that on literally anything you're interested in. It's bike lanes, people with disabilities, aging seniors in our community, capital improvement, literally whatever you're interested in, we have our Parks and Rec system, whatever you're interested in, we have task forces and committees. We do not have enough young people, we do not have enough college students, we don't have enough women, we don't have enough people of color. We're constantly looking for more and more people to engage in those processes, and that's something that I would love to see us have a partnership with. Right on the mayor's website, I don't know how many, there's 90 committees or something like that I appoint people to, and there's always vacancies on something, so we're always trying to fill something. So if you're interested in serving on one of those, that'd be something I'd really welcome you to do with regard to the city government process. Then from there, our schools, our rec centers, our libraries are always looking for volunteers. You guys know that well, the partnership, are always looking for tutors and volunteers. In a nutshell, one of the things that we don't know, one of the reasons I ran for mayor, I always tell folks, we'd be an amazing city if we could figure out to be the city that we already are, right? I speak in national audiences. I was in DC last week, and my intro line that's designed to hook people and bring people in is that whatever your preconceived notions are about St. Paul are probably 100% true 50 years ago, right? But we're a fundamentally different city now than we were even when I grew up in it, right? And so one of the things that I'll always challenge us to know is we don't even know it. We're a college town. St. Paul's a college town, right? We have all of you college students, and the truth is our biggest ask for our college students historically has been don't puke in the bushes, right? And to be clear, we do not want you to puke in the bushes, right? but you are thinking, you are studying, you are learning, you are building your own capacity, you're building each other's capacity, and like the ability to like harness that, the ability to connect you. And I'll tell you, my selfish interest in this is that I want you to know when you graduate and you set about to like do amazing things across the planet and across the globe, I want St. Paul to have so many hooks in you. I want you to have so many hooks in our city that you know that there's just no way for you to leave this community. So I would very much challenge and invite you guys to be here's my challenge. I challenge Hamline to be the school that has more students on our task forces and commissions than any other school, that has more people volunteering in our schools, our rec centers, and our libraries than any other school in the city. That's my challenge.
And we've already,
While keeping them GPAs high.
we have about 200 people per year who volunteer at Hamline Elementary School.
That's beautiful.
We can do that.
That's
we can do it,
beautiful.
right?
I love that.
Especially since we have a ban on puking in the bushes here. They're not
Don't
allowed.
do that.
They're not allowed.
That's good.
There's a ban on it. Right?
And let me say this, like, we kind of skipped over it, but that partnership, like, I literally go to national conventions where people try to figure out how to do what you guys have been doing here for how many years?
Over 100 years.
Forever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that is such a way maker for all of us and such an example. And like just literally every single one of you guys who does anything to help support that partnership, God bless you. Thank you so much for your work.